welcome to DuckCast 43.
Yeah.
Wow, man. 3.
You know what I was thinking about today, though? Like, recently,
What's
like, just, like, it's weird that we're already on 43. Like, it feels like we've surpassed season 2 so much that, like, we're in its own... also, because, like, we moved to another platform, too, but it's like we're getting closer to 100, and 100 is going to be, like, season 5 finale. Like, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. The thing that's weird to me right now is it just, like, it feels like we did seasons 1 and 2. Season 3, I don't know, maybe...
I don't think it has its own identity yet, but, like, other than Discord, but, like, we're gonna get there. More guests, I feel like, will give some more personality to this season, but for now, we're getting our
part of it,
bearings.
too, is just, like, we're used to it now, and,
Yeah.
like, the first season has its own identity because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing with the show yet. The second season has identity because Barry Boner, basically, and a little bit, like, more professional episodes. When I say that, I mean, like, I don't know, like, maybe
it put you can definitely see more effort when you have like some arc in a goddamn podcast, you know, like record over Skype, no edits, like it's just.
Oh, granted, I did not do an intro for the season 2 finale.
Yeah. But and like especially with like the recent re-uploads of the original 9 episodes, you can definitely see how far we've come. Like it's. I like listen to parts of like some of them, and I'm just like, especially with my stuff. I don't know about you, but like with me, some of the things I was saying, I was like, oh, I consider that as a joke, or like, no.
I think my sense of humor has stayed about the same because I watched like the first couple seconds of the first one, and like what I'm saying is like where we have the infamous Wario's dying video, and he's not dead, guy. He's still dying, guys. He's not dead.
I still like that joke.
Up.
That's a funny joke.
I know, but that's still my sense of humor. I don't think my sense of humor has changed that much since then. I think that
2015 looks a lot like 2017. I don't know.
I didn't think we would change much. I may have gained more weight, but aside from that,
you look funny, Bubby.
Nope.
What was that series you used to do again? I forgot what it was called.
What?
On Bemis and Company. The weight loss stuff. I forgot the series.
Oh, Fat Mackle.
Yeah.
Fat Mackle. Oops.
I was like, before forgetting about it, I was going to be like, joke about that show. Yeah.
Am I freezing on your end at all?
No, you're good.
I just keep like showing up as laggy as hell on my side, but you're fine on my side, so I'll just look at you.
Whenever I would see my screen, it's never laggy. Shouldn't it be like
I don't know.
You would see me as laggy, not yourself?
Probably get something with my computer then. I don't know. I'll look into it later. So, I have like a couple of things to talk about. I didn't actually write out show notes like I should for this one because I had stuff I wanted to talk about, and then obviously forget what some of them are throughout the week. I'll start off by saying it first. I'm happy to say that today, I posted a picture on Instagram. You saw it. We shot the first Bemis and Company since I think February.
Yeah.
And we had a great time doing it. And me and Fred are talking about like we want to like get back to doing a lot more of those, and not like we had a good time today. Like we it's weird. We didn't film together since Fred filmed with us briefly for Mike and Tony. Mike and Tony was the one big video Bemis and Company episode that came out this year. Now we have a second one, thankfully, and there's still gonna be a Christmas special. We're already working on that because we're gonna do that yearly. We even agreed, even if we went a whole year without making a video, we would still do a Christmas special just because that's gonna be tradition now. But I'm sure eventually those will end, but not anytime soon. And it was the first time I did we did recordings, we did Derail, they helped me with childhood trauma stuff and like stuff for Slate Side videos, but it's the first time we like really got together and shot a video since the Hanukkah one, really, because Mike and Tony was mainly me and Anthony. Yeah, really, like it's like we got so off topic and we kept talking about doing stuff for like a whole year. We've been talking about doing stuff, but me and Fred realized like a week or two ago when we first started coming up with the concept for the video that we did today, that goddamn, we haven't done anything. Like we stopped. It didn't feel like we stopped because we kept talking about ideas and kept writing stuff and kept like trying all this different stuff out, but we weren't actually making stuff anymore. And today felt good. Like it was very great to get back out and shoot again. And we went out in public with a Bigfoot outfit. I won't say much about the episode, but this episode follows Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot episode. It's a character that we don't really focus on that much, but it's all about him. And you got appearances from me, Fred, and Gage, and Jack, who hasn't appeared since the introduction of John Sweetcorn, where he actually played John Sweetcorn in the first video. So this is the first time Jack is going to be in a video in a long time. He just, like, Fred just messaged him saying that we're shooting a video with Michael, and he said, okay, I'll be over in 30 minutes. And I'm like, nice. Oh, okay, sure, why not? As I told you before, I made the update where I was talking about Cameraman Season 2. I might do it, I should have made an announcement. Well, here's the thing. I really wanted to do it, and I was really sure I was going to do it. And now it's just like we're thinking back and forth. And the conclusion I came to today, like when I was like talking with Fred, Gage, and Jack about it, Jack, who, you know, obviously didn't know anything about Cameron. I haven't seen him in a long time. But the other two, Gage and Fred more so, it's just like, you know, if I'm so unsure, if I'm keep going back and forth, is that a good sign that I shouldn't do this? Or I was also thinking, and wouldn't it be more fun to just like do videos like this and not worry about filming a bunch of episodes in a short period of time and then releasing them? But I don't know. Like, I still like Cameron. Like, I still want to make it. So it's weird, you know. I know that other.
Why does it have to be filmed in a short period of time, though?
I mean, it doesn't really have to. It's just
well,
like
there you go. I mean, that's already restricting you and kind of stressing you out a bit. If you had a bit more flexibility with that, I mean, you'd be fine. You'd be like, oh, yeah. It would be epic. Film a bunch of episodes, have them already, bang, done.
Well, a lot of it has to do with scheduling, actually.
Well, it doesn't everything. I mean, when you have a bunch of people, but you work around them. You find ways.
Yeah, I don't know. It's... I don't know. Like, I've been working on the episodes I've been writing for a long time now. Maybe I just need to take time to... push myself away from those scripts for just a little bit of time and reflect on whether I want to keep doing it. I made the announcement video saying I was going to do it and then tried to back out a week later. Like that's like the problem with the show right now, is that there isn't that certainty to it anymore. I know I want to make it. I don't know if I want to make it more than others. I know that other people want it to exist, though, and I feel bad about that. I think another big factor, though, is I don't think people in my cast really want to focus on it. And they wouldn't really have to. Fred likes it. Gage likes it. Everyone in our group likes it. They don't dislike Cameraman. It's not like projects in the past where some of them had a problem with it or didn't want to do it anymore. Everyone likes it. But I think everyone likes doing stuff like Bemis and Company the most because there's freedom with it. Cameraman has restrictions, and there's like characters that have to stay consistent. Bemis and Company, you can make a character randomly change in one episode, or you can do about like basically whatever the fuck you want. This is a Bigfoot video we did for.
I mean, like when you're like, you know, the writer, director, producer, everything. I mean, you still gotta also be the advertiser. You gotta get them interested. You know, like, hey, we can be telling a really interesting story. We can even give your characters some interesting arcs, maybe one arc or two. You know, get them interested. Like you're a salesman. In a way.
I know. You're right about that too. It's just like there's an uncertainty with Cameraman, and I wanna, you know, I like it. I still want to do it, but we'll see. Like I'm back and forth constantly on it, like fucking constantly. And
I think that's anyone that's creative at all. Like they're always trying to work on that big project that they think is like really big, but they always, you know, go back and forth. I do as well. Like you just gotta never give up. Like that's a motto you should really hold tight. You can take a hiatus from it, but never truly give up on it.
I'm always going to make stuff, but I do not like the fact, like the amount of stuff we made this year, because I think, you know, the only project of mine that got proper attention, say mine because, you know, DuckCast is ours, but the only project of mine that got proper attention was Tamagotchi World. I think that's the only one that had the fair amount of episodes released.
You go by this though, like if you don't do enough this year, you make up for that with next year. You try harder.
I guess Slate Side too, and I am working on a new video for Slate Side. It's a topic that I don't know if people are gonna like or not, but I find it interesting, and it is like a topic.
So far, the Slate Side videos have always been like what you're interested in, and they've worked out pretty well. You know? So I think you should definitely go with that.
I'm revisiting an old trend on YouTube. I'll tell you about it after the show, but I want to keep it a secret for now. When I shouldn't say trend on YouTube. I should say something that was on YouTube for a while that I know for a fact both me and you are very well aware of because we talked about it back then. It's not a trend. It's actually a specific channel, but
gotcha.
I'll talk to you.
Gotcha.
It's not like a typical review though. It's like going through a lot of the stuff they did.
Okay.
And seeing if any of it was any good, because we liked it when we were kids, but even as kids we criticized it. So okay, that's enough of me talking about my shit. Cameraman's unknown and Bemis and Company very soon, new one.
You know what I've been going back to the whole a repeated topic on, I guess, Metal Mouth and sometimes here, but like the whole new laptop thing with Sony Vegas. Like, I would complain so much with the older laptop, like how long it would render videos. This one like renders not like in 10 minutes, but like say a video is an hour long, it'll take a little over an hour long, just a little over an hour long to render. Like, it's pretty speedy. The other last time it would take, say, 1 hour, 3-4 hours on the other laptop. Like, it was bad. I think it maybe. What does it have something to do with like the amount of RAM, right? Yeah, amount of RAM you have, like enough storage.
I think so. I'm not a computer expert, but I do think so. Yes.
Because like this one has 16 gigabytes. So the other one, I think, 4 gigabytes maybe of RAM. Like, it was bad. I don't know. I got more than I needed, but at the same time, it's like it's.
I think that's definitely a big part of it.
It definitely motivates me a bit more to like just, get them out. Yeah. But yeah, it's great.
I did like seeing the first episode get put up again. Oh, I do like the little revisited thing they have pop up.
By the time this is uploaded, there'll probably be a few more. I'll probably upload this on the same day that another one is uploaded. You never know. Like, I'm not gonna just wait until the rest of them are uploaded. That'll be silly.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What are some good show notes? Did you say that you had any, or was that your show note right there?
I have a recommended channel and one show note that I don't know if we'll touch up that long about, but I know that you're interested in it. I finally finished season 1 of Rick and Morty.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got sick the night after we recorded the last episode, so I was like, also at the same time, my family, because of a family member passed away up in New York, so my mom and my sister went up to the funeral. So I was home alone while my dad was at work for 3 days, and I was sick, home alone. So I was able to have time to watch the rest of season 1. Yeah, I feel terrible saying that. It's as if I got a plus out of that. Yeah, at the same time, a family member died, so it's like, yeah, I'm an asshole. But yeah.
Yeah. It just depends on the context you say it in, and you didn't say it in a way that makes you an asshole.
Good.
How did you like season 1? I mean, I loved it, but
for some reason, I liked the first half more than the second. Not that I hated the second half of season 1.
Me, there's one episode in the second half. I love the freaking interdimensional cable. I love that one.
Which one was
where
that?
It has it's the improv television, and it's also the one where they bring
Oh my god, I love that episode. That was so good. I wish more shows did episodes like that, just like taking clips of improv. So great. You even have like the laughing at the end of some of the clips. Yeah, so great.
Yeah. I love I love like the side story too, though, where they bring back up like their fucked up adventure where they destroyed the whole world. That was like really good.
I liked how they ended that one episode too. Like you can tell like they were gonna bring that topic back at some point. It's interesting. Do they bring it back in the other seasons?
The other universe.
Yeah, just like Like, does that become a recurring?
I don't think it does at all in the second season, but it does in the third one. And the third one, like I said, I'll talk about that in just a second. I'm not going to say it too much because obviously I haven't seen it yet. To me, like the first season, I love every single episode. There is one that I find mediocre, and that is the Rick and Summer adventure.
In the first season?
Yeah, where they go to the feminist planet, and then
I thought that episode was fine.
It wasn't bad. I said it's mediocre. And I mean, it's not just their story. I think Morty's story is like mediocre too. I think Rick and Summer's part is better than Morty's part.
Morty's was
to me the funniest part. To me, the funniest part is the opening when Morty's trying to convince Rick to buy the sex robot.
Yeah.
But like, and then Rick's just like at the door. He's like,
"Yeah, can you buy my grandson the sex robot, or can I please buy this for my grand?" Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the finale too with fucking Abradolf Winkler.
Yeah.
I do believe that all men are equal, but on the other hand, then you have the Rick dance, which was incredible.
I wish I can like I don't know why the box doesn't like have the episode names on them. Like I could just like read the names and like remember them, but I can't right now. But I don't know. I'm trying to remember some. That one.
I don't remember
that one you mentioned. I remember, but.
Is Music still your favorite?
Oh, for sure. I mean, so far, I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna be stubborn about that, but who knows? I don't know.
The second season is fucking wonderful, though. Like, I like the first season, but the second season to me is like every episode is flawless. They do have another interdimensional cable in season 2.
Next time I go to the mall, I'm definitely gonna pick up season 2 for sure.
Season 3, they don't do it though. Season 3, they replaced it with something else, and it's not as good. Even like in the episode, like without saying too much, at the beginning of the episode, Rick like announces something they're doing this, and then he looks at the camera and says, "And we'll be doing this instead of interdimensional cable." So like they were very self-aware of the whole thing.
Doesn't that make it a bit okay though? Or did it just not? Or did like the?
Because Justin Roiland said that interdimensional cable was going to be their Treehouse of Horror. Or it was going to be every season. It was going to be a new interdimensional cable, and I love the second interdimensional cable too. It's really good. Side story is not as good as the one in this one. The side story I think is one of the weakest side stories the show's had, but the improvised bits are still fucking wonderful.
I'm excited for because like he was on the H3 podcast recently, and like on that Alex Hirsch like got a phone call or called up. Kristen Schaal, and like he was able to talk to her a bit about like how he wants her on the show as some character.
I didn't get that part. So you hear Kristen Schaal at one point?
Yeah, Kristen Schaal's on the phone, and and Justin Roiland's like talking to her like, "I love your work and everything, and want you to be on the show and all that."
I like her a lot. She plays.
I hope she's gonna be in season 4. I mean, that would be cool.
She plays 4 characters that I love, and all of them have the same voice. That's how great she is. She's the one girl from Last Man on Earth. What's her? Carol from The Last Man on Earth, Mabel from Gravity Falls, Sarah Lynn from BoJack Horseman, and Louise from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. I didn't know the first one you mentioned, but yeah, the other 3.
Yeah, it's Last Man on Earth. It's a show that's like I have mixed. I like more than I dislike, but it has some really fucking annoying moments. Both with its main character, who's played by Will Forte, and also with the story, because they'll introduce cool things into the story, and then they'll just intentionally skip over it and make jokes about, oh, that was a really interesting thing that happened that we're not showing on camera. They have the biggest fucking cop-out during the 3rd season. The 3rd season is almost completely wasted. The first 2 are great.
Was that a 2016 show or 2015? I think that was
2015.
I remember seeing commercials of that everywhere at some point.
It probably premiered in 2015.
Yeah.
Going to have its 4th season soon. I'm pretty sure the 4th one should be their last one, considering the ratings are going down more, so they should just end it while they're ahead.
I hear like nothing about it ever since they first were saying, "Hey, this show's gonna be a show. Check it out." And now it's like
it's not terrible. I like parts of the 3rd season, but the 3rd season was definitely weak compared to the first 2. The first one's like really dark and fucked up. Like it's funny, but like the whole concept of the show basically is. It is called The Last Man on Earth, but there's plenty of other characters that, like the one person who's the last man on Earth, supposedly last man on Earth, finds someone in the very first episode, and then from there on, more and more people find them. There's normally like no more than like 6 or 7 characters at once, though, because they do kill off characters and bring new ones on. But the reason that the first season was so interesting is, while I do have problems with it, it's not flawless. Will Forte, the main character, he's one of the last people on Earth, and the only other people left all hate him. Like, he's just such a despicable person. And again, he improves later on, and they grow to like him a little bit. But like the entire first season is just about he's the last person on Earth. There's only a few people left, yet he's not able to get along with them, and he's still alone. And it's a really good idea. It's a really good concept, and it's done in a very silly way. But it does have its like really dark moments, and the whole concept itself is dark. It's a good I like it. It just fucks things up sometimes, like badly. It has cringy moments.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Oh yeah, so yeah, like Rick and Morty. Looking forward to continue watching it. I love it. Last episode's on tonight. Season 3, it's like a lot of people are saying it sucks for this. I just think that it lost its balance a little bit because this season they focus a lot more on story than they normally do. And every episode still stands on its own is the thing, though. So they tried to balance storytelling, but still doing episodic episodes, and it just doesn't work as well because of that. There's less opportunities with the stories that they bring up because it's like trying to combine both like continuity from other episodes and having an original story for the episode instead of just going crazy with one or the other. And often that results in a lack of jokes. There's been 5 out of the 9 episodes we've seen so far. There's been 5 great episodes and 4 mediocre episodes compared to 10 flawless episodes.
It's like, I don't know I think it was a video that someone did on that one South Park season where they had a big story, but they said like I think it was like a diagram or something about like how comedy works. Like if you have a comedy just as episodes with just jokes and episodes with story and jokes, it's like when you have episodes like that, instead of having each or every other line a joke, you have the jokes like spaced out a lot more, less jokes, less time for.
I loved in the premiere of South Park, this most recent season premiere, 21's premiere. I saw the first 2 of the season, by the way. I think there's only 2 so far.
Yeah, I think so.
And the first one, you have Cartman like right after Heidi leaves. He tells thing, and then he just laughs. And to me, that was like the whole them saying Cartman's back. That's something. Cartman's back.
They continue in the second episode too. Yeah.
Second one with North Korea. That is the funniest fucking episode of the show in years.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I loved every second of that. Me and my brother were watching that and cracking up. That was so perfect. I loved it.
Like, refresh my memory. I remember I saw it, but I forget.
Nervous about the North Koreans.
I remember little images in my head from it. I remember how they drew Kim Jong-un with the
I remember tweet. Well, what they do is like it's like Tweak's trying to get North Korea to calm down.
Oh yeah.
And then Mr. Garrison starts sending out tweets saying this kid is making
this
fun.
One yet.
You think that Tweak is afraid of you, North Korea, Kim Jong-un? Like, and then they start shooting missiles over Tweak's house.
I love how they brought out President Garrison this early on in the season, because I was after episode 1, I was like, oh come on, we were waiting for this, and it's like, okay, good, episode 2 at least they showed us, but not exactly. They didn't even give him any lines, but like he was still like in the treats.
And they're still doing continuity, and I would like them to.
But not as much. It's like very subtle. It's not even important.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Just make every episode its own thing, though. Again, like I feel like one thing about the show that I do have a problem with for the past few seasons is they don't really go crazy with the locations anymore. You used to have them getting trapped in like a theme, like a water park, like with urine everywhere.
They're like
or they'd go in
a stuff now. Yeah.
They'd go in a cave with what's the guy's name? Oh my god, why can't I think of it?
Are you talking about the one where Cartman shoves the gold up his butt?
Yeah, or he tries to drink it with water.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Was it Al Gore? Yeah, it was Al Gore.
Yeah.
Like they used to have like these locations, and I feel like the last few seasons they just take place in South Park. Like they don't really do anything crazy. With its animation.
South Park mostly anyway has always been in South Park, but they find new locations to put in anyway.
Yeah, they do crazy, but they do crazier things with it. I feel like we've been lacking that, and I did like last season. I did like it.
I mean, they made Whole Foods one season, I think. And Walmart another episode or something, yeah. I don't know. I love that from the first episode, the Hey Daryl clip. Every time I watch that, I crack up. It's so great.
It was okay.
Just by Randy's delivery though, I just love it.
I love them waving the Confederate flag around for everything.
Just for find an excuse to just do it anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was okay. I also loved Cartman's every time Heidi talked. Like,
I love as immediately she starts talking, he just like switches. He gets hunched over. Okay, yes, I love you too. Okay, bye. And walks out the door. I love the whole relationship with him and
Heidi. Alexa.
Alexa. And I knew that line was gonna come to when he walks past the alleyway, and when he sees Alexa, like, of course he knew he was gonna say her name, and then they would all light up, you know.
Yeah.
But like you saw it coming, but it still worked as a good joke. And then just that one scene with him and Alexa, The bunch of Alexas in this room. So great.
Yeah. You know what I thought the first one was pretty good. I had a few laughs. Second one was great. I loved it. I'll actually watch the new one on Wednesday because of how good that one was. So
oh, sorry.
I finished The 100 season 4.
You like it?
I did like it a lot. I think I liked it. Like I think every season I like it.
What'd you think of what'd you think
spoiler
of
alert? But spoiler
I don't
alert.
think a lot of people have ever really. I don't know.
We should just in case. Okay, we'll just say it right now. Spoiler here. Just put a time up.
Hold on. Hold on.
Some people do watch the show.
What did you think of the last episode and that Hunger Games like episode that I told you about, which is my favorite episode of the whole show so far?
That one was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite. The season finale might be my favorite though, because it was so fucking intense the entire time.
I agree, but it's like I feel like if I rewatch that, I wouldn't be as tense because I already know what's gonna happen. It's like Back to the Future, you know. The first time you see it, you're like, oh, you're already tense, but the next couple times you're like, not as much. The Hunger Games one, I felt that was a really fun episode though. Even though she didn't fight as much, it was still a lot of fun. I thought there was a lot of like, I don't know. The one girl that was like disobeying the rules, you know, being the archer, and getting kicked out of that one guy's clan. Like, I don't know.
That was cool.
It was interesting for her character, at least. I
also love when they said like grounders going to space. It's an oxymoron. Like that is like an interesting thought. 2 grounders going into space.
Yeah. I was very scared about what's his name, Murphy's girlfriend's character. Like I thought throughout some part during the season she was gonna die because they were hinting at that a lot.
The thing that's so great about the show, and some people said after they killed off Lincoln that they were going to stop watching the show, and I think that's the stupidest thing ever because I like Lincoln. He didn't
really have much. Like he was a good character, but he didn't have too much. I felt like they should have given him a bit more, but yeah.
At least not much left. But the thing I've always liked about the show is when they killed off Finn, when they killed off Lincoln, when they killed off Jasper.
I was surprised by. I felt like Jasper's death should have been a bit more.
Oh, I loved his death.
Yeah, it was a good. I don't know. I feel like.
Let me talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
But it's like the reason I love the factors that they kill off these characters. Hell, going Barry back. What was the one guy's name at the beginning of the show? Jaha's son. He was only in there for 3 episodes, but he was a major character those 3 episodes, and you didn't think he was going to get killed off that early. The thing is, they're willing to kill off main characters, and the fact that they're willing to do that makes it so you're never sure if a character's safe. Like when Raven was having her heart thing, you didn't know if she was going to make it past that, and that's because the show's demonstrated that it's willing to kill characters off.
The only character that I think we all know is always going to live is Clark. I mean, that's kind of obvious. I feel like they would have never do that.
I ultimately, if I had to make a guess when I was watching that scene, I would have said no. I bet she's still alive. Yeah. Then they do have the ending scene that shows that she's still alive. If I had to make a guess, I would have said that she lived through it. Just because there's a season 5. But the thing is, I was questioning it because I don't know. I've seen shows that do that before. They kill off the main character and then continue anyway.
Like I think they at least make up for it with all the like how interesting her character is, all these tough decisions she's making and making her kind of this iffy character, whether you should actually like her or not because of these decisions that she thinks she agrees with, and I don't know, it just makes her a bit more interesting. I think it makes up for it.
I love Clark. I love Bellamy. I like Monty and Jasper. A lot of people said they were okay with Jasper. I was okay with Jasper dying, but I was still sad about it. I felt people said they was like too annoying this season. But I don't know. I feel like he was more annoying in the last season.
No, I kind of agree on that. Season 4, he was a bit like he was kind of repetitive this season until the end.
He was just, I don't know. I mean, it made sense for him to be repetitive, though. He was like, I want to have a good time, and that's it.
I felt like we needed a bit more of an answer from him on like why. Like I get like transitioning into season 4, like that whole like, you know, he took the pill and it just out of his own free will. Like that was kind of it was kind of his off camera turning point, but at the same time
they would have liked it to be a sacrifice.
What?
Like a lot of people said they would have liked it for him to be like it to have been a sacrifice with him. Like he would have done something to like take his own life, but to help them in the process and not just die back at the base.
He was just a bit of motivation for Monty, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like on his own, he should have been a bit more emotionally not emotionally stronger, but just like
but,
as a character
I think
stronger.
I still think his death scene was incredibly like well done.
I agree.
Like again, a great performance from the actor, but just like the fucking background they go with.
Yeah,
it is truly a dark scene. Like it's the end of a chapter of a character who's been there since the very beginning of the show.
I just saw it as like just touching up on the topic of suicide. I think it was interesting. It was done decently.
Yeah.
But,
don't kick the lantern over. Anyway,
who else?
I guess, I mean, I like Raven a lot. I think this season I was a little less interested in what she was going through. It's just a lot of, like, that whole, they bring Allie back again. I'm like, okay, we did this last season. You could cut it.
That's fine.
I didn't hate it, but I wasn't, like, whenever I was watching, I was like, I wasn't there for Raven, you know? Clark was awesome as always. Octavia was really, like, especially awesome this season.
Raven to
that fucking guy who was like with Octavia though, he could fuck himself. I hated him.
Raven to increase the drama in this season. You have a brain tumor and you get seizures. Oh no. Drama. I felt like that thing was a bit like they just needed some extra drama, but at the same time it worked. But it was just like she was able to cure herself by herself. Easily.
I like Murphy. I don't think they did that much with him this season. I know I'm saying Murphy now, but I like Murphy. I feel like this season he was just kind of there though. I loved Jaha Kane. Like Jaha was fucking creepy.
Going back to Murphy, like season 1 I didn't really like him too much. Season 2 didn't really like him too much. It's each season is like slowly getting me to like him a bit more and more. And this season I would have said prior that like I'm losing my train of thought. Fuck. What did I say? Remind me. I'm sorry.
You were saying like each season you're kind of getting to like him a little bit more. Season 1 you didn't really like him. Season 2 you didn't really like him.
Prior I would have said like even though I feel this way overall, like he's still done some questionable things I don't think I could ever really agree fully as a character on, but like now I don't know, I'm slowly siding with the side like I'll just put up with him. But at the same, it's like I don't know, he's still like he's still doing stuff that's like it doesn't make him a good person still. Like he's still doing stuff selfishly and for his girlfriend. At the same time he's the embodiment of survival. I get that. I like how he is the embodiment of survival. But like,
you don't have. I mean, a lot of the characters. I
disagree with him still.
A lot of the characters that do morally wrong things, I still like, and I like Jaha, and he does a lot of fucked up things this season, and I still like him a lot.
No, here's the thing, though. I just remembered why. Even with Clark and Jaha and Murphy, like
they're doing it for other people. I know Jaha and Clark don't have selfish intentions.
They at least realize what they're doing is wrong. Murphy is just he doesn't care.
I think Murphy's aware, and yeah, you're just right. He just doesn't.
He only does it for himself and his girlfriend. That's so selfish. He hasn't progressed that much, if you think about it.
I disagree. Considering the amount of shit he did in the season 3 finale, I disagree because he like really had to get his.
Again, in some aspects, yes, but in others, it's like he's still tiptoeing. He's still doing baby stuff.
I think he is willing to help other people out. I think he is.
If it has to do with him surviving, then yes.
I also don't think he really. I mean, again, like I'm not siding with this mentality. I'm understanding the character. I also don't think he has to give a shit about them. I'm saying that every person, it's kind of like the whole...
it's still very human. I understand that. I think we would all do the same, but at the same time, it's like still a show. I don't know.
It's your universe thing, and he's gonna focus on the thing that he cares about. He's seen Jaha do fucked up things. He's seen Clark do fucked up things. He doesn't feel that bad about what he's doing compared to considering what everyone else is doing stuff. He's gonna do his own thing, and that's just the way he was raised. That's just the way he went through life. You don't have to agree with him morally. I don't agree with him morally, but I like him because I understand why he is the way he is.
And like, despite like everything that I've said, like at the same time, I still feel like he would be a character that would live through the end of the show.
Yeah.
Like that would be he would survive. He wouldn't die. Like he would be. He's kind of like the main character of the show, kind of. Like I still do think that.
Well,
other than Clark, like he's progressed that much, I think.
Murphy to me, I think the two main characters are always going to be Clark and Bellamy, but like Murphy to me,
Bellamy is not as much anymore. Like I agree, kind of, but like
it's just, I mean, sometimes he doesn't like. Sometimes he does get put to smaller jobs, but I mean, he's
you see Murphy kind of being like the lead man in a lot more scenes.
But
as much as he becomes selfish, like at the same time, he has his own story that's
Murphy,
a bit more interesting than Bellamy's, I think.
In season 1, I liked him as an antagonist. I thought he was just a good, creepy guy to be an antagonist. That doesn't mean I liked him.
Like Bellamy to me is like the Jesse Pinkman of the one, like just a side character. Murphy on his own, I feel like he can do like a good standalone job. Like if he was the main character of the show, I think it would still work out. You know, Bellamy, I can't really see him in that same position.
Disagree respectfully, but Abby and Kane didn't do all that much this season, but I still like him.
What'd you think of our boy L's death?
He didn't die.
He was L.
Wait, did they take him out at the end?
Sinclair.
Sinclair, what?
The mom's
I thought
friend.
You were saying, yeah, the mom's friend. Did he die?
Are you thinking about the younger looking dude? Because that's not L.
Well, I'm talking about the guy who, the doctor who's always working with Abby. Since the first season.
Yeah, but not the younger looking. I don't think he was a doctor, actually. He, like, had a bit of an afro.
Oh, that guy died.
He appeared as a mirage with Raven after he died.
Yeah, no, he died. Okay, I know who you're. Okay, yeah, I did think talking about the younger. No, he died in the 3rd season.
Oh, did he? I thought it was 4th season. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I got confused.
I thought he died in the early 4th season.
One. No, he dies near the end of the 3rd one. I think it has something like Pike too.
But yeah, he's L. Sorry. Yeah.
Pike. Don't you just love Pike? Pike.
Wait, that's
I want
Pike?
a show called It's Pike, and it's just Pike being Pike.
Wait, his name is Pike? I thought it was Sinclair. The younger guy is Sinclair?
Pike's the black guy who Octavia kills in the season 3 finale. How do you not remember Pike?
I don't remember. I'm trying to think.
He's the guy who takes control in the 3rd season. He becomes Chancellor. He kills Lincoln.
Yeah. Pike. It's been a while. Yeah. I don't like Pike.
I like Pike, but I like Pike as a character, but again, like he does fuck a lot of stuff up that they did.
He helps Octavia's character. I thought he was there.
A lot of people. It's another like really toxic fan base. It's like a lot of people who like say if you side with Pike, you're a fucking shitty person. I don't side with Pike, but I like him as a character. You're a shitty person.
I feel like a lot of fans of the 100 are like teenage girls.
Probably.
You know, I see sometimes some posts on Instagram and like it sounds like, you know, because it's always talking about like the relationships in the show, like, oh, this person's going out with this person. Oh, I ship these guys, and it's like.
It's also a show that has nothing but attractive people as main characters.
Yeah, exactly. CW.
They don't have I don't think they have an ugly looking person in the cast. I don't really.
I think that's the CW in general, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of people on most of their shows, and not all of their shows, they're just pretty people, models even.
But yeah, like Clark was awesome. I think Clark, Octavia, and Murphy. Not Murphy. Clark, Octavia, and Jaha are probably my favorite 3 of the season.
Jaha didn't really do much. I mean,
he played a pretty damn big role. He just kept trying to take control of things, and he has like this sociopath nature to him now. He's doing it for his people, but he just doesn't feel any remorse for the.
I like how they ended the season, like. In a way where you like think everyone in the bunker's dead, from the Sky People side.
I didn't get that impression. I got the impression that it got disconnected. That's it.
What?
I didn't get that impression at all. I just got the impression that their call got disconnected because of it.
What are you talking about? No, when everyone's dead on the ground, everyone's like, oh, they're all dead, like the mom and everyone in the bunker.
No, they're not dead. They're just passed out.
I know, but like everyone else thinks the grounders think that
the
they're
mom,
dead.
the mom has chosen to stay inside by Kane, despite her not wanting to be.
But the grounders think they're dead, though.
I don't know what you're talking about. They gassed those people so they could pick 99 because they didn't even have 100 anymore. So they could pick 99 people.
I thought the gas was supposed to kill them, not knock them out.
No, it was supposed to calm them the fuck down while they were
trying to... I thought they walked in the room like, oh, look at all these dead bodies. Now let's just throw them out.
No.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't what happened.
Because I didn't see anyone like breathing or anything like, like they're sleeping.
No, they were just... the reason they were doing that is because Kane had convinced Jaha to stop what he was fucking trying to do.
I thought like that whole thing was like they had a quick meeting with everyone, like, okay, play dead really well or something. I don't know.
No, and then they picked 99. Most of those people are gonna die. They showed them at the end. It was like showed them saying, okay, take him, keep him. Okay, she goes.
Yeah, I was confused by that. Okay, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I didn't catch up on that.
And then you have Kane like depressed, like almost crying, saying, "This is how we save our people."
Yeah.
And it's like depressing as shit.
I like how that, from season 1, like we've talked about in the last episode, Kane, like how he kind of flipped from bad to good.
Well, Kane did that change, like kind of flipped in the first season, but really got there during the second one. Yeah. I like Kane a lot.
He was someone that would just like float people just like on a whim, just like because he just didn't like them, and now he's like, oh, where's the humanity?
He did believe it was the right thing to do. It wasn't just he's fuck you, I'm gonna float you, but go float yourself.
Like that. It felt like that with the mom in the first episode. Like even someone close to him, like he just like was.
Maybe that has something to do with his performance then. But a lot of it,
I feel like it was part of the writing, but like again, they had to make up for that quickly with the. I still agree. Like the mom was a bit of motivation for him to change quickly, but I don't know.
People don't transition that quickly, so I think he genuinely believed he was doing the right thing, and he probably had enough with like Abby. Because she was constantly like testing them and constantly doing stuff. So at that point, he was just like, "Okay, yeah, no, fuck you, you're gonna die." But I don't know. I think that there's.
But here, he's like, he doesn't really care about any of those thoughts at all. He's like, as many people to live as possible. Like that's his.
Yeah, he completely abandoned that mindset because he didn't. Great. He thought he abandoned it because he realized it wasn't doing like it wasn't.
If he stuck that way, he probably would have died a lot earlier. I mean,
probably. Now, Kane was very likable. I've always liked Jaha. Though it was interesting this season because he didn't really exist in the third one. He was in the City of Light the whole time. So in season 3, we didn't really get Jaha.
Yeah.
He wasn't himself. So this is the first time we saw him.
It was a nice little hiatus. It was a nice little. Again, like season 3 was a bit of a wild idea, but out there. But at the same time, like.
It was good.
At a certain point, you started to accept it a bit more, and it was actually pretty genius. But
yeah, I loved it. It was interesting. And then the
season 3 is probably my favorite season, but
and season 5 will probably be even better than season 4 because I just think it gets better and better as it goes on.
This time it's like a prison ship, right? Prisoners from space invading the new Earth.
I'm very curious about that. I'm glad it took me forever to watch the 4th season because now I don't have to wait as long.
When is it coming out again? I didn't see any trailers or anything yet.
There is a trailer, but it's just Clark and the kid telling the story of everything that's happened so far. A recap trailer. Yeah. But it is the actual actor, so it is something that they made officially. They don't show any new footage. They don't show any new footage. I think they said early 2018.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
I think that's when season 4 came out, so.
Gotham recently. I know you don't watch Gotham, but like I've recently finally got caught up on Gotham. Fully, so now I'm like watching it live now, and they recently started season 4. They're finally like getting Bruce Wayne to slowly become Batman. Like the other seasons, it was just kind of like baby stepping toward that, but now he's like finally getting out in the field and getting
Bruce Wayne always a main character in it. I didn't know he was.
The guy Jim Gordon, the commissioner. This is like when he's a police officer. It's about him. Bruce is like a side character. but it's like they do it well, and all these other characters, like the villains, like they just get their. It's a good prequel show.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
So is it gonna eventually like dive into actually just being like he is Batman, or
It's
are they
probably
gonna
gonna end that way. Probably like before you actually see Batman, or maybe like a fast forward to the future of Batman and Commissioner Gordon. I don't know, but like
it's the same thing as the same thing with Better Call Saul. You wonder where they're gonna cut.
At times it feels like that. Again, it's a prequel show anyway. It should feel like that, but yeah, I feel like Gotham is like one of the great comic book shows, other than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I also highly recommend.
When did Better Call Saul premiere? I'm curious. Agents, I don't know. I'm not really in.
You said they confirmed it, but like they're probably filming it right now or still writing it, you said?
Oh, probably still writing it. I just want to see when season 3 aired.
February or March, right?
Yeah, like it might come out around the same. No. It used to come in February, but then season 3 did not.
It wouldn't come out early next year if they haven't filmed it yet. I think they're going to take a bit of a hiatus. And
not that I'm surprised, because this is how it's been every season. But it did for a 4th season, 10 episode. So.
I want Better Call Saul now.
I want it now. It premiered on April 10th. It's 4th month. Maybe we'll get it 4 months into 2000. We're only half a year away from a new season.
With as much Breaking Bad fanism, what's it called? Fan service.
Fan service.
Yeah, with as much Breaking Bad fan service as there was in season 3, I hope that they saved a lot of the good stuff for this next season. Not that I was fully disappointed with season 3, but at times I would have liked to see more of Better Call Saul than Breaking Bad. I don't know. Like, wait for the last season of Better Call Saul to do that stuff, but I don't know.
I'm wondering, I'm cool with them just focus on the many characters they have to focus on now that they brought in. Like, who else could they bring in at this point? Like, I guess.
The redhead that worked with Saul. Forget his name.
Oh yeah, that's played by Bill Burr.
And also more of what's the fat dude, fat black dude.
Yule.
Yeah, we've only got one episode with him. So
yeah, but I mean, like when it comes to revealing new, because they bring back new characters, old characters every season. So I'm wondering, like, is there anyone left? You are right about Bill Burr. He should bring him back this season too.
Well, like you said, like you mentioned something that's like, if they do this, they could like debunk the theory, but like bringing Hank in, like not knowing if he already met Saul or not.
Yeah. There's no real way of knowing or not. He could also have interaction with a different character.
At least
like maybe is Mike a possibility? Because I mean, they never really made it clear whether or not they met Mike before. I don't know. I mean, Hank would to me.
Maybe. What about Hank's friend?
Steve Gomez.
Maybe, right?
I mean, I think that the next logical character to bring in, if they wanted to bring another back, would be Hank. Because it's definitely not time for Walter or Jesse yet. We're still far from that, I believe.
I think I might have mentioned this on DuckCast, but I would really like to see Walt's mom.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
I was thinking about that.
That would be such a great, again, like more insight on Walter White's character as well. Like not even having him in the shot, just like. It would be interesting.
It would be.
Oh, I got this, son.
You could get to the future and you could just show a bunch of interviews of people talking about it, and they could just show an interview of Walter White's mom talking about it.
Yeah, for those Breaking Bad wiki pages, finally getting photo of the mom in there, not needing to have that whole Facebook blank profile picture on it. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Anyway.
You just go to the wiki page, and it's just like, not a lot is known about Walter's mom because they won't fucking tell us.
She's a woman in her 70s? Question mark.
Her son has cancer.
She has cancer.
No. What time is it? It's summertime. 1 hour and 8 minutes. Rick and Morty season 3 finale.
Wow, wee! I can't do
Oh, wee!
Nice. Sexy.
That's Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah. I can't wait to see him again. Like, I've only seen that last episode of season 2, so I know who he is.
You're gonna get to see his
my ass off with that last scene, but...
You're gonna get to see his origin story.
Is it early season 2?
Yeah, like, I think it's the 4th episode of the second season. And then he has made cameos in the 3rd one, but, like, not speaking roles, just, like, pictures and, like, quick appearances. Like, he hasn't spoken yet. Who knows, though? Maybe tonight, post-credits scene, he'll be there. Telling us about how we're
every season finale after season 2, he's just there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Gosh dang it, we're frozen here. Well, this lasted a good long while. God damn it. I'm gonna I don't want to end the call because, like, what if the call ends and then it calls back and then the audio is bad and it's like I wouldn't know until I stop recording and then record again. Oh gosh dang it. I don't even know if he hears me. Let me see in the chat. Oh god. Jesus. No. Oh yeah. I gotta delete that Maple story off my computer. Oh jeez. Oh, he's a black screen now. I don't even hear him. I don't see him. I don't see nothing. He's not typing in chat. That's a good game. Star Wars Old Republic and Nostale. This is like, it's a bit grindy, but it's like if you play it like a podcast or some music, it's a pretty nice time. Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's a long ass download. If you don't have a good computer that can run it pretty decently, it's probably not worth it. Or if you don't like the content, it's probably not worth it. But if you go through the entire download process and you do end up liking it, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. Oh yeah, look at that Israeli flag in the chat. I'm just gonna... Nah. I'm gonna pull it back up to this. He's not texting me or anything. You okay? Dude. Yeah. We'll see. Oh, no, I'm alone. There we are. Even with this, a split screen. Not as bad, though. Cuts off a bit. Not as, wait, I can't even see the chat now. Oh, jeez. I don't even know if I... Oh, wait, he's offline. Oh, no, his internet. I don't even know if he wants to continue this. I'm going to stop recording. I don't know if he's going to want to continue it or not. So you may or may not see a clip after this. If not, then see you later. Alright. Maybe bye.
Okay, I just came back in to say goodnight to everyone. Have sweet dreams.
You look pretty central over there.
My internet went out. This is the end of the episode, though. End of episode 43.
That's all you wanted to do? I asked you, hey, you want to do a sign out? You were like, oh yeah, I'd like to do it. I'll make it special, and this is it. We're just bringing a whole bunch of stuff from season 1, aren't we? Huh? Getting kicked out of the call, playing Bum Biddy.
This isn't... Zach, this isn't from season 1. This is from DuckCast.
Sounds like Bum Biddy.
I know. It's from DuckCast. That'll be the one DuckCast running joke that's just gonna happen sometimes.
So you're playing an episode of DuckCast?
No, I'm playing the video, but I always do. That's not a rehash of season 1. That's a rehash of something that happens.
You know what I just realized?
At least every 10 DuckCasts.
You know what I just realized that I'm gonna have to save for the next episode because I just reminded myself. I was gonna recommend a channel, but it's whatever. I just remember.
No, do it now.
No, it's the very end of the episode.
That's fine. End it with something to recommend.
There's this channel that I'm not subscribed to, but I find it really funny. Not all the videos, mind you, but like this guy's named Call Me Kevin. He does these Gmod. He does like not all of his videos are Gmod, but like he sometimes goes on these RP servers, these roleplay servers on Gmod. Like, the ones I highly recommend are the Harry Potter and Star Wars ones. They're really funny. They're hysterical, most of them at least. And I'll
take a look
I
at
recommend the Harry Potter RP videos more than Star Wars ones, but they're both equally, not equally, but they're both great. I recommend Call Me Kevin. Go check them out. In the description.
I recommend Kitty Cat Gaming.
Same. She's
that's like the new
revolutionary.
New fucking I'm sorry. That's the new iJustine game, and like it's just such an uninteresting.
It's not really innovative in a way. It's just I want to do a gaming channel, but Susie herself is great. What if she shuts down her channel after we said this? Like, last known video 8 months ago, and
she like 2 years later uploads a video called "Why I Ended Kitty Cat Game" and then just plays this clip from DuckCast.
And then the Grumps invite us on to talk about it, interviewing, and then Susie kicks down the door, busts into the room, you just hear it, and she's like, "You," and we're all like, "Oh God, no!" And we do this whole. What's it?
I'll send you a link if you haven't seen it yet. Have you ever seen the "Why John Really Left Game Grumps" video with like they were wearing pieces of paper on their head to reenact it?
I showed you that video.
Did you? Okay. And then Danny came in and told some bullshit story about fucking every woman.
I love how he just throws Susie out the window.
No, he throws Danny out the window.
Right.
I love Danny's because this is just like the most like. And then Danny, like, all this violence is going on, and then Danny comes in and tells some story about fucking every woman.
Yeah. I haven't seen that video in so long. I have to see it again.
I watched it like 2 days ago. That's why it popped up as a recommended.
I love that someone actually made that.
All right.
In the bye. Oh yeah, sorry. Bye.